Good morning. How's everybody today? Hope you're doing well. Kevin's out here early-ish. I got up around 6 something and was out the door by about 8. Breakfast, feed the birds, done all my normal chores. Got over here, mixed up some cement, already mixed, just letting it sit for a minute. So what did I do on my day off? Well, a couple days ago, a rat ran up the tree, jumps out the tree onto my shade at the back of the house, runs along the roof, squeezes through a little hole, gets into my attic, and chews one of my security camera cables. So I'm like, great, well I know where the cable is, so I went there. I installed it myself, so I went there, and right in front of me when I went into the roof was where they chewed the cable. Luckily, it only chewed the power cable and not the it's only a couple of volts, like 12 volts or something. So I just fixed that, come down, turn the power supply back on. Not the recorder unit, but a power supply. It powers just the cameras, gives them electricity. So turned it on, none of them would work. So checked everything again and again and again. So in the end what I did is it was off already. So I went to the actual power supply, switched that off, because I was switching it off at the plug, disconnected the cable, put it all back together, turned it on, all cameras came on. So I think the power supply got stuck somehow, but it's working now. And the other thing, the aviary, the birds keep pulling out pieces of wire and pull their outside aviary wire loose. Kept putting holes in it. It's about 5 years old, so it's kind of weathered. But so I got some more wire, the same, a little bit wider actually, 2 centimeters square. So it's a little bit better for them. It's more air, less, visual. They can see better, sort of thing, and I can see them better. And so what happened? They keep breaking it. So I put that new wire on. They won't break that. It's a lot thicker, maybe 4 or 5 times thicker. And I maybe shouldn't put galvanized on there, but I put it on because it was thicker, and that also keeps the bird of prey out. So let me show you what I've done so far. So some touching up to do on the front. The side's done, so again I'll put some thin wet stuff to touch up the little cracks, because it was trying to fall down on the outside, but it froze and stayed. And the back is still in the shade, so I want to get about 8 inches around the outside covered up, because that will make it look nicer. I'm not so fussed about covering the salang, all of it up. I might have a go later, but you can see the hole that's from the inside. That's all that's left, is that hole. And I got some tidying up to do inside. Let me see if I can show you that. So inside the cave now, this is what it looks like inside. So I've got to, these are some braces that I had in, but you can see they're really loose. They're not doing anything, see? They're just sitting there. They were supposed to be to help secure it and hold it tight, but they're not actually doing anything. So I'm going to cut them loose, which makes it easier for me to cover all this. I want to cover it to about here somewhere, about 8 inches above the cave, so you can't see. So when you're outside looking in, you won't see that. Down here it's quite thick. Up here it's a little thinner, so I'll thicken it up as I go up. So that's me so far this morning. I did a search last night for some other people doing similar work, and there's only people I can find doing something like this size is big companies who have many employees. So I consider myself, I guess at my age and what I'm doing alone, is quite a feat. So let me stop talking. I want to get busy while the back's still in the shade, and I can get that cement on all the way around the outside, just to thicken that area up and make it strong and nice. And then I can get inside out the sun. Okay, so I'll get on, see what I can get done, and I'll come back as we go. Stayed in the shade for a long time. A blessing. The leaves all fell off, and now they all come back, like in just a couple of days, 2 days. Because the other day I was around here and there was hardly any leaves. I was getting burnt. But today, thank you, Mr. Tree, for your leaves. So this was all in the shade up until about 15 minutes ago. Underneath the paper at the top, there's a big lump where I blended it in, so I covered that already. Keep it out of the sun. And I come around here, and I got like I said, about, well, it's probably more like a foot. What's a foot? 30 centimeters, something like that. I was thinking, do I need to cover that or not? Obviously, I need to cover this on the inside. I'm thinking, do I need to cover that? Well, I think I'm going to, because it's around the back. You know, this is a maintenance area or whatever. But I got to get a pipe in there and some electric in there, so I got to be careful. I've done closed myself off already, so now I got to cut a hole in there. Silly man. Should have put a piece of pipe in it, or 2 pieces of pipe. Supervisor, keen and alert, ready to go. You smell those monitor lizards? So what I'm going to do now, before the sun gets on it, is I'm going to fix that corner up there, because I said before, it's raggedy, because it was just barely hanging on, so I didn't smooth it off at all. I'm back. I'm back. Still alive. Hot. You know what I did? I was in the cave and I filled it, like I thought, I'll put the cement on the hole last. Then I thought, that's what I said to you, and I thought, hang on, what if I run out? I won't be able to finish it. So I did that first. No breeze. And you can feel the heat coming through the wall. You know the stuff I did the other day? Well, that dried, and the heat's coming straight through the wall. It's like standing next to a radiator. Hot! So anyway, I got it done. Inside, done. Outside, done. I can officially say waterfall, done. Cave, done. Sorry, waterfall not done. Cave, done. Whew. Crazy. Let me show you. So all the cracks, imperfections is things like where water can settle. I don't want water to settle on it. So it can run off it, but you know, when it rains and whatever else, but don't want water sitting on it, like standing water. So any potential little pockets for puddles are gone. Really nice. Very, very happy. I showed you the top right hand corner that's under the bag now. Keep the sun off it. Come down here where it was cracked next to the lady. That's all done really nice. I finished off the archway of the cave door, and there was some imperfections just there up on the top left. Just little cracks, you know, where it dries too fast from the last time. So I covered that up. Very happy. So done. I'll probably cover that green up at some point. It doesn't have to be because it's around the back, but I probably will. You know, each time as I do cement, got any left, I'll put it on there. But I think from this side, you know, coming around here, hardly anything to do. Just all little fiddly things. And then do the wall. I have a little bit of plumbing to do inside the cave because I want water to fall from it behind I want the water to fall from behind the cave door. So like a curtain. I'm going to put a light in there. So I still have to do the electricity, but I'm not worried about that. That'll take, I got to find what lights I want to use first. And you know, is there a waterproof light? Or how am I going to do that? Do I have to, you know, make a pocket and put it in away from the water? I don't know. I haven't even found the lights yet. Maybe I can look online and find something. I'm thinking like a light in there. A light up in here, maybe on that shelf. Pointing over towards the lady. One somewhere pointing, maybe another one up there on that shelf, pointing down towards the bottom of the pool. Or if I can find a waterproof one, I can actually put it in, you know, cement it in the wall or something. I can officially say I think we're close. A couple more goes, and I think maybe 1 or 2 days for the electricity, for the lights. Work my way around here, finishing off the cement. I want to make some rocks in the wall, but I'm looking for some pink insulation, but I can't find it. Not the soft stuff, but the like styrofoam, but I don't want to use styrofoam. And to make some bumps and lumps so that it disrupts the water as it flows, falls down. So I'm thinking 2 days for electricity maximum. Maybe a day to tidy up all the way up to this wall. Render the lower brick part. I'm guessing no more than 10 more days, and I think I'm going to be almost, well, maybe with the brickwork for the front, maybe say 10 to 12 days, and I'll be ready for putting the water sealer on it and then starting to paint it. And once it's painted, you know, I'm not painting it until the lights are in. So once I start painting, we're in. We're close to switching it on. It'd be fun to turn the water on. Jan says I should use the house water. I'm like, dude, my electric bill, my water bill will be crazy. So if you use river water, it's not as clean. You know, it's like musky looking, but it'll be all right. I guess it won't be that long until we can turn the pump on. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later. Buckets of blessings, rivers of peace, joy, and kindness. Look after yourselves. All the best.